Good evening, YouTube. 7:07 p.m., 8/14/2018. Happy Tuesday. This happens to be take 2. I don't know what happened to the first one. It didn't process properly. So I think my perps crashed it. I really do. Okay. This letter I wrote in response. Well, it's not really a letter, actually, to this video here that I will leave a link to, asking why the 2100 time rape victim didn't advocate to be of some use to others. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I did do another video about this. I'm sorry. I just remembered. Okay. And this, I'm speaking as if I'm her, which I'm not. And I'm sure many people are grateful for that. I just came up with this today, probably just to pass the time. But I thought it was good enough, so I thought I'd do something else with it. Just keep in mind, I'm speaking as codename Nietzsche. It's not her words. Alright? It's more like a prank. But it goes along with our issues, okay? Miss Codename Nietzsche says, well, you see, it's like this here. I survived 2100 rapes because, for one thing, I was left alone, unattended by the so-called rapist, regularly with three working phones in the house, all kinds of cutlery, sharp craft tools, yard tools, handyman tools, to hide randomly all through the house if I wanted to, or call the cops, police, if I wanted to. It also helped that my so-called rapist is a heart patient on heart medicine, including nitroglycerin, who had been hospitalized in 2 hospitals, including 10 days in the Columbia, Missouri VA hospital. He had to use an inhaler as well. Also, I'm this big honking survivor because my so-called rapist took me to therapy once he could make himself stay awake long enough to be able to see what his hotter than hell sexy wife, that's me then, saw of the situation as he slept, saw what she was telling him for himself, because his mother-in-law got him to side with her and call the wife daughter a total airhead and a big dum-dum who should just take her meds and everything would be okay. Also, that crazy rapist allowed me to go with his in-laws on camp house and to their lake house on weekends, and church and to dinner afterwards, as well as visit to the Iowa commune as scheduled, where the preacher there is subjugated by me, victimized, and I climb on his lap and fondle and grope him because, hey, what are preachers for anyway? Not only all that, but I also am totally free to communicate with my mom and others at the commune via the U.S. mail, as well as take calls from my mom. I had 6 full weeks to decide if I wanted to stay with him or not before there was to be a divorce decree modification, which I could have stopped if I so chose to. And after the 6 weeks trial time, I went to visit with my mom so we could talk about life in Sedalia, or talk about abuse if I wanted to. I never called or told anyone of my crazy rapist because I was too busy hating his hotter than hell sexy wife, that's me, then, that there really wasn't time to report him. and I implemented self-rape of myself with an Avon poodle bottle known as Daddy that John Myers got blamed for. The grand finale is that after I returned from my trip out of town with the social workers to be examined, I got on the bus as usual, and went into the house as if it was just any other day, like nothing had happened. Huh? What? Any questions? Okay, class dismissed. Something tells me she voted for Hillary. Okay, then down here, a PS. And to top it all off, the defender didn't want to talk about my boobs either, especially during my deposition, because I tried that. He told me we could talk about my boobs later, or some other time. It got kind of craggy with all this. There we go, later. Alright, because that was in the deposition as well, when I got deposited in 97, as I have mentioned. Yeah, seriously. During the deposition, quite fine by her to be joking around, not acting serious, clowning around, hamming it up. Fine and dandy. It had nothing to do, I guess, in her mind, with that case that she had brought against him. Tell me all about it. Tell me all about how bizarre. And that's something, too, I brought up about the first one. Let's see, on, is that here? Yeah. On my link, or on my Facebook, pardon me, I titled this image, because this is an image, not a copy-paste off of YouTube. Strange behavior. But I think it's more like bizarre behavior. Totally bizarre. You know? Only a fool with a pie hole covering her entire face would act like this. And crazy rapist wasn't something she called him. Not ever. That's my term that I came up with when I write these posts. You see, it's in parentheses. Crazy rapist. Okay. This is my work, not her words. And this was brought on because nobody will reply to me. I more or less have these people treed. Arf. Yes, like the dog has the squirrel treed. That squirrel ain't coming out of that tree, people. No way, no how. Okay, and I also noted on here, because you kind of have to know about it personally before you can help others with it. Duh. That's an answer to this video right here that I think maybe it will load. It was just really strange when I went to upload this video, the one before, I mean. It just went zip, like there was nothing there at all. And then YouTube told me once I got a hold of it and drug it into the upload thing. Isn't it going to load? Wow. That it was in the wrong format. To try again. This doesn't want to load, I guess. Try that. There we go. I was going to link this, so I'm going to cut this off now. Just, read my comments. Like, share, comment. rate, whatever. Alright? Ooh. I get into little particular things with this, don't I?